Straight from Fat Girl Flo from somewhere with 8 comments. Oh no. You shouldn't be okay with that. Wait. It can't be that your arms aren't long enough because everybody's arms and wrists and hands are long enough. It's just got to be the rest of you. I can't imagine how rough your situation is. This is something that you shouldn't be okay with. If anything, this should be the wake-up call. And I don't know about anybody listening right now, but I genuinely think that she's not okay with this, and this is just a cope, because I know that rash has to go crazy. I know that pain has to be horrible, because no way can someone put up with dirty cheeks indefinitely. This is just not happening. After being off planet for about 2 weeks, I thought to myself what video would be the most interesting to start this wonderful week with after being gone for such a long time. And of course, r/Fatlogic creeped into my neurons, and I cracked open the file and I didn't think I was gonna see this. BMI, body mass index, is racist, sexist, and ableist. You understand this type of idiocy gives me chest pain every time I encounter it? How in the world is BMI racist? I don't even know how it's ableist. It's meant to help you. It's just a measurement that really shouldn't be the only thing that gauges whether or not you're healthy or at a healthy weight, but it certainly will point you in the right direction if you're curious about, well, whether or not your eating habits are good for you. There's other things that you should, of course, look into. BMI isn't the only thing that you should, take into account, but I'm cracking open my noggin and scratching my brain folds trying to figure out how BMI is racist, because truly, you could list some actual problems with that measurement. None of them are here. This is just wrong, and your drawing is ugly. Okay, 18, 23, 27, all right. In 4 years, you gained a little bit of weight. The amount of people trying to gaslight this artist into thinking the body stops developing after 18 because the truth directly contradicts their own. Whoa! I am so remarkably tired of people using this word to describe certain body types. But before we get into that, let's address the first claim. Of course, your body doesn't stop developing at 18. Of course, you continue to grow throughout all of your adulthood. But clearly, between 23 and 27, somebody's discovered food. It isn't natural to become fat in your 20s that fast. Now, is it true that all of us will absolutely start carrying weight in our late 30s, 40s, and 50s? Of course, your metabolism slows down around those times, but not within 4 years during the youngest and most fit period of your adult life. You are designed to look your best during your 20s. And let me tell you something, becoming a little overweight or obese in your 20s is not your best, and you know that. Okay, so next point. What in the world are you talking about? For the love of God, I need people on the internet to stop associating thinness and being petite with children. That's not the same thing. Adults who are thin and are small look like adults. They don't look like anything else but adults. Please stop saying that. Fat people deserve to be treated with respect, autonomy over medical choices, love, and healthy relationships. Access to everything, intimacy, joy, and embodiment. First, no one's entitled to this. And what is embodiment? What do you mean joy and embodiment? What type of deserving is that? I have no idea. To be treated with respect, everyone deserves to be treated with respect. No one deserves to be called rude names or be treated badly. But, love and healthy relationships, that's something that you earn. Access to everything, no. I, even as a healthy individual who is a normal weight and normal size and looks like a human, doesn't have access to everything. There's spaces that just you can't afford to be in, or simply others don't want you to be in, all right? You don't deserve to have access to everything, especially if that access has been cut off because of your own personal choices. The fat person's to-do list. If there's anything more than eat, it's a lie. This is just gonna be a lie. Admire your body. These guys don't do that. You guys hate anyone who doesn't look like you, and you hate yourselves so much that you're trying to psyop society into liking you. Seriously, fat politics and fat activism is the direct result of supreme low self-esteem. Punch fat phobes. I would love to see you try. Please stand up. You can punch me when you can stand up. Relish in your power. Relish in your power. After standing up, I want you to take one step. If you can do all of those things in less than a minute, I will let you relish in your power. Went to a vintage clothes shop, normally to find a wool skirt. None of the skirt racks went above a size 16, so I found some flannel shirts instead in the men's section. Fat phobia is making me more butch, I swear to God. So let me get this straight. You go to the secondhand clothes store and you're surprised that those clothes that were owned by other people who almost certainly weren't as big as you don't fit you, it's almost like your body is innately abnormal and outside of the average, because those clothes are meant to kind of fit everybody. Otherwise, those stores would go out of business. Otherwise, Goodwill would not work. It's obvious that you cannot fit in normal clothes, even if it's just random clothes. That's a you problem, not the store's problem. Even if you fight for disabled people and work to dismantle your own internalized ableism, you're still not a leftist if you don't glorify fat people. Leftists who think fat people should intentionally lose weight are just fascists, oh my god, who target their genocidal impulses at acceptable groups. What? Oh my god, no, it is not genocide to encourage your fat friends to lose weight. You wanna know why? Because it won't kill them. It's not gonna take them out. And also, you guys aren't a race or like an ethnicity or some sort of group. You're just big. You are part of the big party because everybody in that party doesn't know how to put the fork down. You're not gonna be annihilated for that. Please stop using these words. For the love of God, stop using these words. And it's not fascist. You don't know what that means. Oh my god. If you don't want to lose weight, don't lose weight. But don't use words like genocide and fascism to justify being big. Those words genuinely mean something to a bunch of people, like a lot of people, and it's associated with some evil shit. So maybe, just maybe, you should use something else to justify your obesity. The chubbier the girl, the more peaceful she is. These skeletons are very rude. Don't try to dog on other women because people aren't laying down with you. You decide to fill up on food, and now men are being a little bit picky about whether or not they want to fill you up. You catch my cold? It's a little bit crazy that you're out here throwing stones, throwing shade at ladies who don't know you and don't know that you exist, all because they look better than you, or maybe you think they look better than you. There's a lot of chubby girls who don't post stuff like this, and if I had to surmise as a reason to why, it's probably because they actually have a boyfriend, they actually have a partner. So maybe we could drop all this weird stuff and actually go out there and date instead of complaining online. Can we do that? Can we please do that? Content warning. Oh man, oh no. Size mention, weight mention. Okay, get ready everybody. I hope this doesn't freak you out. I've been doing intuitive eating. That's not real. And it's wonderful to finally be free of restrictions and moral judgments around food. For the most part, I eat a balanced diet, but I have gained weight and now I'm close to 300 pounds with a really big belly. And big, I look, oh, that's horrible. Who would have seen that coming? I find now that walking makes my lower back really hurt after a couple of blocks. I have to sit down to let it recover. I think it's how my center of gravity has shifted, but looking for tips because not being able to walk without taking breaks has really limited options for enjoyable movement and outdoor time. No suggestion is too silly. Personal experience with similar situation is preferred. I don't know if you're gonna find a lot of people in your situation who you agree with, ma'am. There's plenty of people in the US who are 300 pounds, but I don't think they all subscribe to your way of thinking and your way of eating. And you're gonna want someone to, I don't know, affirm the freakiness that has been going on in your life. You want someone to say, no, it's okay to pound out cheesecake pizza. You should do that all the time because it makes you feel good. Congratulations on denying your body nourishment such that it ate itself for survival. You do know that your body doesn't just burn calories when it's hungry? You do know that, right? Even when you're walking or talking or just sitting down, your body needs to burn some energy in order for you to do that. You're not starving, you're just living. If you're eating more than what you need, that's when the excess energy is stored in fat. Those of us who are healthy or within a healthy, weight range are doing something super simple. It's called eating what you need in the moment and nothing more. You guys are greedy and that's why your belly's over your kneecaps. Body neutrality, leaving skinny people's bodies when I tell them that a part of being an ally to fat people is to stop accepting compliments about being skinny. Could you imagine being an ally for any sort of activist group that just hates you? These people want to be placed on a pedestal by all of their friends who they've browbeaten into, hating themselves. They've transferred the bad self-esteem to their friends because God forbid anybody check you on your weight and your overall, unhealthy physiognomy. God forbid that the people who care about you in your life tell you to just go to the gym. No, if you want to be an ally, I want you to feel just as bad as me. I'm not exaggerating when I say the current state of fatphobia is the equivalent of the state of sexism, homophobia, transphobia, etc. pre-1900s. Oh my god, that is how horrid and dire the situation is. Pre-1900s, and you're not exaggerating, good lord. Being gay was and still is illegal and punishable by death in many countries. Women were and still are forced into marriages, denied basic human rights, etc. Yes, beauty standards can be very harmful and fat people do face aversion in society, but this comparison is just really disrespectful. You know, for all of the responses that could happen to this initial post, this one's the most like calm and respectful, and for whatever reason, it triggered her insanity. She lost her mind, bro. She had to type this out. Like, for real, it's one thing to just have a mental breakdown, it's another thing to just type it out and post it onto Tumblr. Somebody was upset. You really set her off. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure to hit that bell so you can get the notifications every time. It's been a minute since I've done r/Fatlogic, and it's been a minute since I've uploaded. I know that it's been a month, and I truly apologize for that. I've been in a little bit of a mental rut, and I've been trying to get out of it, and I thought maybe posting a video from the very beginning, a series that really made this channel awesome, would help me feel good. And it did. You know, this is funny, this is nostalgic, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you want more Fatlogic, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you want me to cover any other subreddits, send them my way via the comments or Instagram or Twitter. I'm open to all recommendations and requests to make sure that you guys are adequately entertained. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this without my Patreon supporters, so a big thank you to Thunder JJ Yang, Matthew McGonigal, Dane Bracount, Dark Zombie 264, Big Brain Gamer, Birds of Steel, D the Wicker Beast, Molly Mayhem, Yex, Quispy, The Main Mon, Cobman4372, User Deleted from Planet, Seth is the 102, Twitch is Lost, Donovich, Traffic Racer 124, Crows the Proto, The Blurred Star, Mr. Sandman, Mike, That One Girl, Loving Tate, Tron Destroy 23, Cy Federic, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, Primavera, Cinnamon Sticks, BMX30, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Dunanass Hawk, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's two links in the description, one on my merch store and one on my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.